versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Let the hunt begin.
Hey folks, it's Kikoskia here with some more Hearthstone, and by seeing Baku the Moon Eater in this hunter deck, you've probably figured out the purpose of this deck. It is a very aggressive deck that seeks to end the match really quickly by dealing a lot of damage. Where is the place?
None.
Face is the place. My hero power now deals 3 damage per use. We're going to play the Firefly. We have a 1-2, it's not a bad minion. We'll be playing lots of minions to deal lots of damage. Pointing out a mana worm. We have an Eagle Horn Bow to take care of that mana worm, so I'm going to play Emerald Reaver, and then the Flame Elemental, and I'm just going to hit your face. Next turn, that mana worm is gone, and I can focus on dealing more damage. You're going to get rid of the 2-1, and then just hit face. That's fine. I have a way to clear that minion before it causes a problem. Now you may think I don't want to trade there. I really do, because that minion could cause a huge issue if I don't clear it. I'm trying to race my opponent. My opponent does not have anything to combo with the Kirin Mage, which is good, because I'm going to get rid of this minion, and then buff this minion here, and this minion, so we deal 2 damage each, and then use my hero power for 3. Now my opponent is at 19. I made this deck because I finally managed to get Leroy Jenkins out of a classic pack. The main thing that I was missing, in making this deck. That actually wasn't that bad. We have an Eagle Horn Bow, we'll use it. Hit for 2, hit for 3, hit for another 3. My opponent is now at 11 health. If I haven't won by, say, turn 6 or 7, it usually doesn't end well for this deck. You're Frostbolting, and then playing a secret. That's fine. I have plenty of damage in my hand. I have even more damage now. Let's play the Bear Shark, shall we? And see what that secret is. It's an Explosive Runes, which is fine. 2 damage here, another 3 damage here, and provided that he doesn't play a taunt, I have lethal. He also needs to heal as well. If he doesn't heal, I have kill command and hero power, and I think he knows that. Well played. The game is over. It was a quick win. And it's usually a quick loss as well. We earned some gold. It's time to queue up again. Because if there's one thing that this deck does, it's that it has really quick matches. You queue up, you get a match, and if you've not won pretty quickly by overrunning your opponent, you're going to get absolutely destroyed. If they can stabilize, and especially if they can heal, you're in bother. But your enhanced hero power does pretty well.
Versus Anduin.
Take for instance this priest. This priest has many ways to stabilize. We're going to want to get rid of Unleash and keep the bow. Arcane Shot I think we'll get rid of as well. We want some 1-drop minions to go. There we go, with the Animal Companion and the Eagle Horn Bow. Chances are this opponent is going to be a priest that has the quest, and if the priest can pull off the quest before I kill them, I've lost spectacularly. But who knows? Maybe the priest has a completely different deck that I have not seen. I won't know until I see the cards that he plays. Bear Shark is pretty good against priests because of the ability for them not to be targeted by spells or hero powers. You're looking at your cards. You're getting rid of 2 of them. Let us see what you do.
None will survive.
Greetings. Do we see a quest here? If we do, we're gonna have to be very quick. Very quick.
Is someone injured?
Northshire Cleric. I actually don't mind him healing and getting cards. Because if he's healing his minion, he's not healing himself. So, we'll just play these and start hitting him. If he decides to buff the minion's health and then attack, that's a bit more of a problem. As it stands, that's fine. That's not something we can play yet, but I think I'll just hit you for 5. And then you'll probably use the Northshire Cleric to get more cards. Who knows what those cards will be used for, though? Animal Companion might be useful, but Bear Shark is probably planning better for the future. Both of my minions will not be on the board either way. I'm pretty sure that the Northshire Cleric will be killing something. Awaken the Makers, here we go! Trading there. Loot Hoarder. That's the first one. Now, if we get a 2-3 that buffs attack, we could trade into that one too. We can trade into the 1-2 anyway using Candle Shot, and that might actually be a better idea. Maybe. What would we do on turn 4 though? Probably not much. I think we shall Bear Shark. And trade here. This way, there's nothing on the board that can kill the 4-3. Powered Shield. Makes it a 1-4.
Is someone injured?
Northshire Cleric again. More healing for more cards. That's fine though. Have as many cards as you like. Ultimately, I'm trying to kill you before you can use those cards effectively. Now we could Akira's Veteran, Animal Companion. Let's see what happens.
To my side.
We have a Huffer.
Speak your peace.
And we have a Huffer with... Have it with 5 damage? Or we could have this with 5 damage. Doesn't matter which, really. But we'll have the one with 5 damage that can't be targeted with, say, a Shadow Word Death. We've reduced our opponent to 16 health. He can probably do a lot of healing, though. It's my hope that he'll play even more minions, so Unleash the Hounds might be useful. Topsy-turvy, to make a 3-1, to trade there. Loot Hoarder. Trading there, healing his minion again, so that he can get more cards.
Get me out of here!
Test subject. That's fine. What do we want to do here? We probably want to play Eagle Hornbow, Hero Power, and then hit him for 3, 7, and another 3, putting him at 6, threatening lethal. He wants to get rid of that minion, which he now has. All I need to do is draw any kind of significant damage now. Twilight's Call. He now has a lot of death rattles. I need to basically do nothing because I've won.
I hunt alone.
It might have been a better idea to heal,
Well played.
but he chose not to, and instead went for completing the quest. He didn't see the lethal that I possessed. Perhaps he mistakenly thought that my hero power would only deal 2 damage. Either way, victory is mine. Even a deck that has loads of healing, if it can't get it by the time that you've killed them, has lost, as we saw there. Would have been better for him not to Twilight's Call a second time and heal instead.
Versus Anduin.
It's another priest.
The light shall bring victory.
Let the hunt begin.
We're going first. I want to keep Candle Shot. I don't want to keep Eagle Horn Bow, though. Glacial Shard, not bad. We're going to be Emerald Reavering on turn 1. Definitely. Let's see what you do. You kept everything.
None will survive.
Greetings.
Greetings, traveler.
How are you? 1 damage to both of us. But I have a minion. And that minion is also a beast, which triggers Kill Command. I have a Dire Mole in my deck as well. That also triggers Kill Command.
Injured?
Ah, the Northshire Cleric is back. I feel like getting rid of it this time by using Arcane Shot and Candle Shot.
Hunt alone.
It's gone. And I've dealt 2 more damage. And then I can slowly start weaving in hero powers as I'm playing minions. The tracking is there just in case I really run out of cards to play and I need to draw something in particular. It can also be used to get that final bit of damage to win. You're thinking here.
I wonder.
You might just end up healing yourself. Coin? Nightmare Amalgam. Oh, this is likely going to be a dragon priest of some kind. I think freezing you is fine. And then we'll just hit you for a fair bit of damage. 6 damage right there. If he manages to stabilize though, this hand is not really one that's going to aim towards victory. I do have another Glacial Shard. You coined that out, which means that you've probably had a plan for it. Not right now. Now we've got to consider that an option is that he's going to play his board clear dragon at some point. We could Arcane Shot and hit this and then hero power. It's not a bad idea, especially if we're worried about a board clear. But that is 2 damage that's not going to his face. We need to get rid of this. Go! Hit here. Hero power again. We'll play the Dire Mole. And hit you again. You're now at 17. Downside is I don't have a weapon anymore that's really going to do very much. What are you going to do? The important thing about my hero power is that it outpaces his hero power's healing. Admittedly only by 1 point every turn, but it's there.
I must consider.
You're thinking of healing. It's not a bad idea. Ooh, surrender to madness. Destroy 3 of your mana crystals, give all of your minions in your deck +2/+2. That's pretty aggressive. I feel like having a minion on the board right now is a really good idea. So playing the Blackwall Pixie is nice. We don't get the additional hero power, but we do have a 3/4. And we have 6 damage on the board and 3 in our hero power. We only need 2 more damage. And all he can do is hero power. What do we get? We have Kill Command. That's 5. That's number 3. That's another 1. That's another 2. That's lethal. Well played. I like what you were doing with your deck. Unfortunately, it was probably not a good idea to play that when you did. We played a daily. Let's see what happens if we queue up once more. Will we come across something that can stabilize? Most likely. Any control deck that can clear my board repeatedly while gaining armor or health will do it.
Rexar versus Garrosh.
And we might have found that right here. We have Leroy Jenkins, one of the finishers, in my deck. But I don't want that right now. I want to have earlier plays. We also want to get rid of Kill Command. tracking isn't bad. We can use that to find our kill command if we need to.
None will survive.
Hello?
Greetings.
You're also an aggressive deck, in the sense that you're aggressively going to gain armor, which means I'm in serious trouble. We're going up against a deck that really wants to play for the long game and has the ability to do so. I think we may have met the wall which our deck is going to smack face first into. Or maybe we can claw victory from the jaws of defeat. Or maybe not. He doesn't have the coin. He's not playing a 1-drop. We can't tell what kind of odd warrior he's yet. He might be quest warrior. Maybe. I think playing Firefly and then coining out the Flame Elemental is a good call. It's not like we have too many difficult choices to make. I can only really do so much in the end. What will you do? You'll tank up. That's fine. I can counter that by hero powering and hitting you. There we go, I've dealt 1 point of damage. I'm going to need to deal a lot more damage than that, though. A lot more. He's armoring up again. We could deal even more damage, and I feel like I should. But first I'm going to, I could track, or I could play Emerald Reaver. Emerald Reaver's actually a bit better. It helps my hero power negate his. I've dealt 3 points of damage now. He's not afraid. He really shouldn't be. He's hero powering again. I think it's a good turn to tracking here. What will we find? Kill command or arcane shot? Kill command's probably better. And I think just playing the Eagle Horn Bow and hitting you with the Eagle Horn Bow is a good idea. There we go. I mean, you can brawl this board. It only has 4 damage on it. What's he thinking? Super Collider. Okay. That unfortunately did not go the way you wanted it to. And I can stop you from using that. And I think I will hero power, hit you a little more, and then I'll save the rest of it. I don't want to overcommit just in case you have Brawl. Direhorn Hatchling. We can get through that. We're going to have to. For now, we're tracking and look for something. Another kill command. That seems pretty good. There we go. It's gone. And you still can't do anything with that weapon.
Speak your peace.
There we go. Another 5 damage dealt to you. We're getting very close to being able to deal with this person. Now he may use the spell that expends all of his armor and deals lots of damage to the minions on the board. That would be a really good idea here. There it is, Reckless Flurry. Does mean, however, that he does have a problem with having no armor. Now I can deal 1 point of damage here, an additional 5 points of damage for 6, and using this, kill him. Well played! Well played. Those freezes there were timely, because the Super Collider wasn't able to hit me. There is strategy to decks that are meant to go face and kill. If you just go face all the time, you'll probably lose. And with that, that's a few matches with my deck that is entirely devoted to hitting the face. Except when it doesn't. We didn't get to see some of the abilities that some of my minions could do, like the Blackwall Pixie, did not actually get 2 triggers of a hero power. It's there just in case you need it. There are many variations of that deck. There are some that use Worgen Infiltrators, there are some that use other minions that I don't have. You can use Wolf Rider in that deck if you like. It certainly fits in. 3 damage in a 3-mana minion, not bad. But ultimately, it's knowing when to trade and when to go face. Because as long as you maintain control, by dealing lots of damage and forcing your opponent to react to what you have, you can win. Of course, if they heal up or play lots of taunts you can't get through and then stabilize, you'll get destroyed. We didn't see that, but it can happen. And so, when we come back, folks, we'll be playing a slightly less aggressive deck. I could make a deck that is even more aggressive though. Using wild cards, I could have something that deals even more damage straight to face. But it's maintaining that balance of being able to control what your opponent does while constantly pressing damage that will secure your victory. If you go too aggressive, you just give more opportunities for your opponent to crush you in return. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. Where is the place? In that instance, it was face. Very much face.